Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to this week's episode of my YouTube channel. This week, I wanted to talk a little bit about the real estate market here in Dayton, just give an update for the month, talk about what's going on, what to expect down the road, all that fun stuff. So right now, interest rates are still in the high sixes, low sevens, that area, still kind of hovering around that. Not a big significant change there. If not today, I believe soon the Fed will be raising rates again. That does not directly affect mortgage rates, as I've talked about before. The mortgage rates are really tied to the 10-year Treasury bond, which kind of factors in forecasted rate raises already. So you won't see a huge jump in rates due to the Fed potentially raising rates. Just something to keep an eye on. They kind of factored that in already. We'll see if the Fed stops raising rates after this or not, and what leads to what the economic impact will be from those rate raises. Will that lead to recession? Will that lead to lower prices? We'll kind of see where things go from there. That's what the Fed's been aiming for. So hopefully not too much more of that, and then we can see what happens with the market down the road. Because right now things are a little bit tough still. The biggest thing right now is that it's still a seller's market, more or less. Inventory is just not there right now. Even with the higher rates, it is still pretty much a seller's market, just because there's not a lot of inventory to go around to meet the demand, which is still there. There's still demand there, especially for the lower price houses in the 100 and 200,000 range. A lot of demand down in that way still, and that's where you see a lot of the action right now. Those homes are still getting a lot of attention, going very fast. The higher price homes will sit for a little bit longer. There's some people who are priced out of that market thanks to the higher rates. So right now, if you're looking to sell, it's a good time. If you can sell and then find some sort of living accommodation after selling, it's still a pretty good time to sell. You're not seeing folks jumping because of the rates like you saw a couple years ago, or even just a little bit before last year at this time. So that the market has shifted in that regard, but the demand is definitely still there, and there's still folks looking to buy. It's just the market's tight right now, and for the foreseeable future, we're seeing it look that way. We'll see what happens over the summer. Maybe rates can go down. Maybe as the school lets out and you get into those warmer months, you might see folks starting to list again and looking to move, all that sort of thing. Because regardless of the market, there's people who always have to move, always have to sell, always have to buy. So there's always going to be something out there that's available. You just have to be prepared and jump on it. So that's kind of where we're at. We're hoping to see rates go down, but as of right now, they're in the sixes and sevens. And no matter what, inventory is still going to be tight. So keep that in mind as you're heading into this season. If you want to talk to a lender, I can definitely hook you up with a couple who can kind of guide you as to what you can afford in this current economic climate. And I can give you some more insight about what's available here in Dayton and what you can do for yourself. So don't be shy to reach out. I'd be happy to help, and I'd be happy to find you some folks who can help you as well. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you next week.